Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, today I'm doing quite a different kind of video. So if you can see from my face, I actually have a mask on. This is the cup of coffee lash scrub and mask, and I just love this mask so much. This is the second time I'm using it, and I've just been loving it. So what I've been trying to do is really like take care of my skin, because I'm going back to South Africa soon, and the weather in South Africa right now is quite pathetic. Actually in Cape Town is quite pathetic, and it always affects my skin. So I just want to like give my skin like intense care, you know, before it goes back to that like really harsh climate. So that's why I'm doing a mask today. And also this video is about self-love, so it was fitting for me to just have a mask on, no makeup, yeah, while I do this. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So this video is going to be, it's titled a self-love tag. So I was just thinking of something to do for Women's Month. So if you guys don't know, 9th of August, which was last Friday, today is Monday when I'm filming this, was National Women's Day in South Africa, and so I just wanted to do something related to Women's Day for a YouTube video, because I remember last year around this time I wrote a blog post about like female creatives in Cape Town that I admire, black female creatives in Cape Town that I admire. So I'm actually gonna link that blog post down in the description box, just in case you're looking for black creatives in Cape Town, or you're trying to get black women creatives in Cape Town to inspire you or to follow or to give jobs to. Then definitely check out that blog post of mine. But today I'm going to be talking about self-love, so I'm going to be doing a self-love tag. Yeah, so I got these questions from the internet because I was just searching for like different videos I could do for Women's Day, and I was like, okay, I want to do something to talk about self-love. So I searched for a self-love tag, and believe you me, I actually got some questions which I'm going to be answering in this video. So yeah, basically I hope you enjoy this video. It's going to be quite raw, quite honest, and yeah, let's just talk and get to know each other. Okay, yeah, so keep on watching. Okay, so the first question is hold on. Okay, so the first question is, what is something that is getting you down at the moment? Something that is getting me down at the moment is the fact that I'm leaving for South Africa soon. I've really enjoyed my stay in Kenya. Just the fact that I got to spend it with like my closest friends and family, and I just got to celebrate and just cherish so many amazing moments with them. And the fact that I'm going back to being alone, like, let me tell you guys, living away from home has its glories and has its, like, you know, positives, but it also has enough of its negatives. And one of the biggest downsides is the fact that you get really lonely. So yeah, I think the fact that I'm leaving for SA soon is kind of getting me down. Next question. What is something that makes you happy? I think for this one I would say definitely spending time with family. That makes me really happy. I love my family so much. If you guys have seen from the previous vlogs, you see how well I bond with my sisters. I get along with my mom so well. I just love spending time with my family. And another thing that really makes me happy is also creating fashion. So each time I'm sewing or creating fashion content, or just doing anything fashion related where I'm creating new looks or just anything to do with fashion, that makes me, or talking about fashion, writing about fashion, that makes me really happy. Name 3 guilty pleasures. Okay, for this I don't know. Okay, so I think let me name 3. Yeah, so the first one is definitely food and overeating, junk food. Like, let me rather say unhealthy food, because I can literally overeat unhealthy food, especially when I'm in SA and I just don't feel like cooking. I can literally order in thrice a day, or like I can order in every single day in a week, and I'm ordering in like from fast foods. I can eat like pizzas, burgers, fries. Fries are like my guilty pleasure actually. Like, I can literally overeat junk food, and that's definitely a guilty pleasure, because I think it actually makes me really happy. Another thing that makes me really happy, which is like also a guilty pleasure, is binge watching a series. Let me tell you guys, like my binge watching is on an unhealthy level because I will literally just put off everything else to finish a series. I don't care if I have work, I don't care if I need to sleep, I don't care if I have a meeting the next morning at 8 a.m. I don't care if I have like I don't know what, but my binge watching is a bit of a guilty pleasure. Like it's actually a bit unhealthy. Like if you ask me what any series, I've probably watched it. Yeah, so that's another guilty pleasure. Another guilty pleasure, what would I say another guilty pleasure is? I don't know, maybe just like lazing around. Like I just really enjoy like lying in bed and sleeping, and not even if I'm not sleeping, just like oversleeping and not doing anything, like just lying in bed. So basically lazing around, that makes me happy. Like, and I guess it's another guilty pleasure, and with that comes procrastination, which is a whole other different topic for another day. So I think those are my 3 guilty pleasures. Yeah. The next question is, what is something about yourself that you want to improve on? This is an interesting one. I definitely want to improve on my focus, because I have very many interests, I have very many talents, and I have very many skills, which is something I'm really like happy about that I have. But at the same time, that I get really bored very easily, so it's difficult for me to focus on one thing for a really long time. And for you to be successful in something, you have to be able to focus on it and be consistent with it, and that's another thing that I want to improve on, my consistency. So I just want to be able to focus, even if I'm not necessarily saying I'll focus on one thing, but like let me say, like I'll pick 3 things that I'll put all my focus in. So I definitely want to improve on my focus and my consistency as well. So with focus, I think comes consistency, and I think if I can be able to master these 2, success will come just like this. Yeah, because I have the talent and I'm ready to work. It's just that I get bored easily. When was the last time you barely laughed? Okay, if you guys know me personally, then you know I laugh a lot. So this one is it was even difficult for me to think of, because I feel like I barely laugh every single day. But I'm just gonna say, whenever my mom is narrating a story, there's definitely going to be a belly laugh that comes from me, because my mom is literally one of the funniest people I know, if not the funniest. Like, she's so hilarious. Like, my mom definitely makes me belly laugh a lot. So yeah. Next question. What is your biggest insecurity now? Wow, this is deep. My biggest insecurity now, I guess, would be fear of fear of success. So not necessarily fear of failure, because I think I've failed enough to know that failure is not the end of the world. So failure doesn't really scare me anymore. But I guess just fear of success, or fear of reaching where I want to be in life, or fear of reaching my full potential, fear of reaching my what's this word? Yeah, fear of reaching my actualization. Basically, that's my biggest insecurity. I don't know if I can call it an insecurity, but I do feel insecure about it sometimes. Like, what if I don't get to where I want to be? What if I don't get to where I know I'm supposed to be? Like, and that can definitely affect my self-confidence. Yeah, so fear of success is that's my biggest insecurity. Okay, the next one is, what was your biggest insecurity growing up? Wow. Okay, so okay, so my biggest insecurity growing up was definitely my skin, both my skin color and the quality of my skin. So when I was growing up, you know, okay, as you can tell, like, I'm a dark-skinned girl blessed with so much melanin, but I just really think that in Kenya there's this whole light skin syndrome, and this is actually a real thing. And I only realized how bad it was because I never felt as beautiful when I was living in Kenya, until I left to go to South Africa. And then so many people would stop me on the side of the road. Like, I would just be walking literally from school to the kiosk, or from school to just home, just randomly, and people would just, strangers would just stop me and tell me like how beautiful I was, how my skin is so beautiful. Like I got so much like love in South Africa about my beauty, and that's when I realized like I'm actually quite a good looking person, because I never really felt that way in Kenya. Like I never felt like I was ugly, but I always thought like, yeah, I'm not a bad looking person, but I just never realized like how good looking I was until I left to go to South Africa, and I got appreciated about my beauty, which I didn't really get from my fellow Kenyans, and that is the real tea. Another thing I also felt insecure about regarding my skin was so the quality of my skin. So when I was in like class 7, class 8, I think that was like my lowest, like my self-esteem at that point in my life was probably like my lowest, because I had this really bad breakout, and it wasn't like acne, but I guess it was a sort of acne, because we would go to like dermatology. We went to so many dermatologists. We thought it was like an allergy. I stopped eating like meat. I stopped eating so many things just to try and see if I was allergic to something, and after a while it just cleared. So I had like these pimples, and they weren't just like normal acne pimples. They looked like little ringworms. Like it was so disgusting, guys. They looked like little ringworms on my face, all over my face, like all over my face, having like little ringworms, guys. And it wasn't ringworms, because the dermatologist was like, no, these are not ringworms, but they just looked like that. It was so gross, and I was just like, why did God first of all choose for me to look like this? And for me, I was very insecure about it then, but as I said, they cleared out of nowhere. We tried everything, something probably worked, or I don't know, maybe it was just a phase. But now I literally love my skin, you guys. Like I don't have blemishes, I barely have breakouts, and if I have breakouts, it's probably like 1 or 2 pimples which go after like 1 day. So right now my skin is doing amazing. I also take care of my skin. So some people also usually think like dark skinned girls, or me for example, like we're just naturally blessed with good skin and we don't do anything to take care of it, which is such a facade and such a lie. But yeah, I do take care of my skin, and I know I'm blessed with good skin, but I do try and maintain my good skin. So yeah, that's one thing I used to be insecure about, but now you can see, guys, like the glow was real. The glow up was so real. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Name 3 things you like about yourself. I love so many things about myself. Like, you guys, I'm quite a vain girl, if you've not noticed. So the first thing I love about myself is definitely my body. I love my body so much. Like my figure, the shape of my body, my tiny boobs, my tiny waist, my flat tummy, my big bum, my shortness, my short height. Like everything about my body I'm obsessed with. I would not change anything on my body, like, ever, currently, you know. I love my body. The second thing I love about myself is my intelligence, as in I love my intelligence, and with my intelligence comes my creativity as well. I know I'm such an intelligent person, and I'm so gifted to have this brain that God gave me, and that's a thing I really don't take for granted. And the third thing I love about myself is my smile. Let's get a thumbnail. Yeah, I think I have a really pretty smile. So yes, sometimes actually when I'm like, let's say when I'm having a photo shoot and the photographer is like, okay, do a fierce pose, I don't know how to be fierce. I know how to be like smiley pretty, you know. Like I like to smile, I like to show my teeth, you know. So yeah, I really love my smile. Those are 3 things I love about myself. So the next question is, this is the second last question. What 3 achievements have made you proud of yourself this year? Okay, so I guess the first thing would obviously be graduating. Like graduating from UCT with the course that I graduated in. Like IT was, studying computer science and information systems was really difficult. Like it was really hectic, and especially studying it at UCT. It's only those people who have been to UCT and who have studied this course who will completely understand why I think it's such a big achievement, because you guys know the real struggles. You know the pain that course brings. So that's something I'm totally proud of myself for. for doing, having graduated. The second thing is landing not one but two jobs this year. Like, guys, you know, when in the beginning of the year I was so stressed out, but like I didn't have a job. I was just like, I don't know what the future holds for me. Job searching was getting so hectic. I was not getting an opportunity, also because of the fact that I'm not from South Africa. So even if I was skilled for a certain position, they would much rather give it to a less skilled South African. So it was just a really difficult time, but I ended up landing two jobs this year, which I'm so proud of myself for doing. And the third thing I'm definitely proud of myself for doing was pushing myself to kind of restart my business, because I reached a point this year when I had sort of given up because I was not making the sales that I wanted. A lot of people were telling me, like, I know my designs are good, I know I'm talented, I know I'm good at this, like, I know, like, you don't even have to tell me, like, I know I'm good at it. But people were just telling me that, oh my god, I love your designs, oh my gosh, I really want to get this, but they were not actually like buying my stuff, you know. And I really started doubting, like, whether I was gonna make it in the fashion design industry, and I kind of just gave up, you know. And it was actually, it used to piss me off, and people would be like, why aren't you doing anything with style tech? Like, guys, like, mind your own fucking business and leave me alone to deal with my own stuff, you know. Just stop pushing. It was so irritating. But I think coming back to Kenya and just being around my family and being around people who love me and genuinely appreciate me and my work just made me decide to get back into it. And now I'm just loving it. Like, I'm just loving the whole process of creating. Yeah. And the last question is, what is your happiest memory? This is a very difficult question. I don't even, like, I was trying to think about when I was going through these questions, I was trying to think about like what I would say my happiest memory is, but I don't think I have like one specific one, because I think I would just say spending time. My happiest memories have been spent with my sisters and my family in general. Those have been like the peaks of my happiness. Yeah, I think so. Like, I can't even think of anything else. So yeah, maybe one day I'll get a happier memory, but for now, just spending time with my sisters, that's when I'm my happiest, and spending time with my family. Yeah, and that is the end of this video. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Leave a comment down below sharing what videos you actually want to see from me. I was thinking of doing like an assumptions tag, like assumptions about me. So let me know if I should do that, or what other sit down videos you want to see from me. And I will see you in my next one. Bye. Toodles. Hello. Bye bye. Okay, bye guys.